The first weekend in February, I was out at the 18th Century Artisans Show in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. And as always, it was a great show. And it features so many different 18th century crafts. I mean, the guns are always, kind of front and center. But that's not the only craft that you can see there. Besides gun parts and gun makers and all the things that go around that, there are hornsmiths, horners. You'll find people there doing 18th century pottery, 18th century blacksmithing, also very popular. And besides that, you can see silversmiths plying their trade, tinsmiths, coppersmiths, and furniture and box makers, just every kind of craft you can imagine. So nominally at the Lewisburg show, there are 3 exhibit rooms. And I say nominally because room 1 is really more like 2.5 rooms. But 3 sections. And room 1 is where you'd find all the contemporary artisans, the people who are making long rifles now, or making pottery or wood boxes or powder horns, that sort of thing, right now. And room 2 is where all of the antique guns are. So if you're looking for an antique rifle, that's where you can go. And there are some current artisans in there too, actually doing their crafts. And then room 3 is dedicated to gun building. So you can buy parts there, you can buy stock blanks, you can buy barrels, you name it. If you want to build a gun, you can get it there. So those are the 3 rooms, and we are going to start with room number 3. So this room is totally dedicated to contemporary rifle building. So this is early in the morning, it's 9 o'clock, the gates are just opening, so guys are just coming in. But this room has a selection of parts and kits, barrels, stocks. We've got Dixon's muzzleloading shop represented right here. And we got the PA Federation of Muzzleloaders. So you can join the clubs, see where everybody's shooting. And then Dave Keck's Knob Mountain muzzleloading is right here. My friend Dave, and my friend Dave Crispin, who built one of my rifles. Knob Mountain muzzleloading can sell you everything from individual components to full-blown kits. And one thing I've got to say is that Dave Keck at Knob Mountain has probably the greatest range of stock styles that you can get anywhere in the country. He has a phenomenal setup for duplicating stocks, and he has hundreds of patterns. I mean, Dixon's is another full-service shop. You can buy parts there. You can buy most anything you need, and they're at the show selling them. But in addition to the parts, they've also got some very nice, fully completed guns for sale. So if you want to cut out all the hard work and just lay down some money, you can buy a pretty decent gun from them, ready-made. And these are made by actual artisan makers and sold through Dixon's. So my next stop was room 2, which is the antique firearms room predominantly. Well, this is the antique side of the house. In this room, we've got mostly original firearms and some of the craftspeople. So if you're looking for a fine original, this is the room you want to be in. So let's go on in and take a look. Right there are just some beautiful original guns here. Now here's an interesting later rifle. I find that a lot of later rifles substitute decoration for architecture, and this one is absolutely the rifle that proves the rule, as you can see from all of the inlays on it. It's a nice percussion turn barrel rifle, better known as a swivel breech. Here's a neat display of rifles from the flintlock era through the percussion era, basically taking us across the country historically, from flintlocks at the top down to percussion guns at the bottom. I mean, very, very interesting little layout. The rifle on the bottom here has just a phenomenal piece of wood. I mean, it is a gorgeous original in really fantastic condition. Here's another view of it looking up from the buttstock. This looks like a Bedford County rifle to me, which of course is a later rifle in Pennsylvania, but just a beautiful example. Now these accoutrements are all actually modern made, but they are cast off of originals, and they're listed as to the rifle that they're on, the maker, that sort of thing. So if you're putting together a rifle that is an exact copy of one that's out there, or if you really want to get the school nailed down, the county or whatever, this is a great little stand. And it's not all guns here. This is contemporary artisans pottery, and it's just beautifully made. So, you know, if you need it for your camp or for your modern kitchen even, this is some great stuff. I'm always drawn to tools, and this table had just a great display of 18th and 19th century tools. Mostly gunsmithing tools, but not all, and they're pretty neat to look through. Well, if you are looking for an original bullet mold, this show is the place to go. Okay, you guys know I'm crazy about swivel breeches. Well, here is an original swivel breech Jaeger rifle. Very short barreled. Just beautiful condition. And along with the original rifles, there's some very nice contemporary woodcraft. These boxes are just gorgeous, fully painted, excellent manufacture. And then we've got antique dinnerware. So if you're looking for something for your camp, it's a good place to start. So this kind of closes us out on the gun parts room and on the antiques room. And I think we're going to wrap up this video here and pick up with part 2 with the contemporary makers. So we'll see you next week. Well, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It actually helps to get our channel stuff up in front of more viewers. And if you are not a subscriber to the channel and you like what we do, well then please subscribe and sign up to get all the updates so you'll know what's coming. And if you are a subscriber, I hope that you'll drop into Patreon and support us there if you're able. And if you're not, that's okay too. We're happy to have you just enjoy the videos. That's really what we're here for. But the support on Patreon really does allow us to get out to these shows and to buy the powder and buy the balls and do the things that we need to do to keep making videos. So for those of you who are able to help us on Patreon, I want you to know that I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And we'll see you in a week. Bye.